Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 5 with me, FalseSymmetry, and Ghasts, of course. Do you want to say hello? There you go, that was pretty good timing. High five. Okay, well, maybe not. I don't think I want to come in there with you just in case, you know, you get a little bit mad. But anyway, today guys, I was just about to say I'm excited, but I feel like I say that every episode. Is it weird? I play Minecraft all day, so of course I'm going to be excited to hop on my computer and play. But anyway, today we're actually going to be working in the Nether, not in the overworld, which is why I did a little bit of a fly around. I like to mix it up. I like to have a little bit of time up here in the overworld, but then, you know, when I'm in the Nether, it's all dark and dingy and stuff. So it's a nice contrast. Anyway, today I think we're just going to start off straight away and just get started because I've got a plan that hopefully is going to work and hopefully have enough materials for. Got a little bit of some materials on me right now in some shulker boxes and stuff, and we're going to try and come up with a design for something in the Nether, which you'll soon see when I get through here. Because the thing in question is literally right there. So to give you guys a little bit of context, that there is what we're working on. It sort of looks a bit weird because the rest of them have sort of just stone. But I mean, I could always work out and see, oh, you know, what's behind here. Like, see if there's any sort of sneaky connection I could do to another hermit or something. But, you know, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't have any plans for that. But what I do sort of have a plan for is this tunnel here. Now, as you can see, I've been a bit of a busy bee. I've been trying to get rid of as much netherrack as possible in this area, which hasn't been helped by the ghasts. Ghasts can spawn massively in this area, which cause quite a lot of damage if they do, because there's ice right there. But also, even more so, in this area here, there are a lot of ghasts. I think when I was building this, because this originally was just one single line of stone, I've made it a little bit bigger, just so that we have a bit of ease of building today. And yeah, I was building this and we had 4 ghasts on us, like, at the same time. It was craziness. I wasn't able to record, but I was just literally like flying around like this with my swords, ready to slice them like this. Oh, that failed. I also went in the lava like a noob. Yeah, I was doing that a whole bunch, and it looked pretty cool. I should have like put it in slow-mo, had some cool music in the background or something. But no, you're just gonna have to believe me and imagine that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I couldn't fly then. That actually properly freaked me out. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by ghasts and all that kind of gubbins. So today we're going to be working on the nether path today. This, obviously, for those that don't know, goes to my Patron Monument, I guess, this season. The sort of Colosseum in the desert. So that is sort of the colour scheme and theme we're going to go with for the tunnel. So let me go check my materials, make sure I've got everything sorted, make sure I've dug out enough of this, and yeah, we'll get started on this today. So I've just done a little bit of counting along here, and this works perfectly. We've got 5 there, 5 there, 5 there, and then it reaches this area here, because obviously this is, for those who don't know, the actual path to the NHO area. And we're going to have to go through it. I was thinking we could go under or we could go over, but I mean, we might as well just skip over it, right? And the reason we've got sand on the floor is because the ending sort of location is a desert. So I thought sand was quite appropriate for the floor. And I've never ever used sand. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have used sand in the Nether before. I used it on my my squid farm Nether tunnel last season, something like that. I don't really know, but anyway, yeah, so hopefully I'm going to make this somewhat prettier, or at least, you know, at least build something this end of it, because this end I think has nothing. Yeah, I think I want to have like I want to build like a miniature jungle here, just in this little area. I think it could look cool, so maybe one day we'll get on with that. Also, is this Cleo's path here? I think that is actually Cleo's path, yeah. So there's that there as well. So we don't want to block that off. And then that's obviously my little shortcut there. But I guess we'll also have a miniature shortcut here too in the end. But yeah, so this is the plan. I think we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the end. So as you guys probably already know if you've seen me build another tunnel before, what I usually do is I section things off depending on the length of the tunnel. This is a shorter length than maybe it should be because it's quite a long tunnel. I can't see the nether tunnel in the distance, so usually I'd make this a little bit longer. But I almost sort of split the design into sections. So for me today, I think I want to do something I want to bring both the desert in as a design aspect as well as the Colosseum sort of block. So the Colosseum blocks are obviously stone brick, so we're going to do that in the walls, and then I think the floor and maybe these sections here might be desert related. So I'm thinking of doing something like that frame-wise. That might be too tall. Actually, have I dug that out tall enough? No, I'm going to have to dig it out one more by the look, so we're going to end up with lots of netherrack on the floor. But, oh, you know what, and we're going to end up getting lava at some point, aren't we? Especially when I'm doing this. Is this even the right height? No! Oh my goodness, okay, we might have to bring it down a couple then. I don't want to give myself more work than I have to today. So yeah, let's make it there. Because that's a good spot for the ceiling, because then we can use slabs to like fill in this area. Yeah, that'll work, because then we don't have to do any extra sort of building or whatever. Now, is that just one lower than that one? Okay, that'll work. We can just make this one here a little bit taller. That's fine. That works just fine. It sort of is like the entrance way to the tunnel. Right, so we've got that sort of sorted right now. Kind of. All we need to do now is work out... Whoa! Hi. Are you in here somewhere? Okay. We definitely need to sort out the wall design more so before we start putting the sand down, I think. Because the sand is just going to get instantly destroyed. As well as the ice. Also, I've just thought we should probably block this off a little bit. Just because it's very easy for him to just get up in this area. And then just see me directly down this tunnel and blow out my my portal here, which is not going to be ideal. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a design that is a flat design, and then we're going to do a 3D design, and then a flat design, and then a 3D design, and do that sort of thing. So I think we're going to dig out this area here, and this area here, and figure out how to bring maybe some of the desert into the design here. I'm thinking palm trees and cactuses. I don't know. I guess we'll find out what I come up with in just a second. So I've been doing a whole bunch of digging and planning out, and I've changed my mind on something. I've actually decided to give myself a little bit less work again because the tunnel is so long. We're not going to probably do the whole lot this episode. In fact, if this video actually goes up on the day that it's meant to, on the Tuesday, tonight at about, what time do I go live? Oh my goodness. Hi. I'm just going to sneak by. Don't worry, man. Wait, where did he go? Vanished. Tonight at 6 PM BST, which is 6 PM UK time. Oh my goodness, he's right there. I will probably be live doing the rest of the tunnel. Whatever I get done in today's video, we'll continue it in the live stream and hopefully get it done. So that it's all done technically in one day. That'd be pretty awesome, actually, even though it is an awful lot of work. But yeah, so what we did obviously was this little section here, right? But now what I've decided to do is keep this little bit before that separate. And then from here on out, I want to... Oh my goodness. Really? You know what? One moment, guys. Need to quickly deal with someone. There you go. Dealt with. And I even got myself a little ghast head. Nice. So yes, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I'm thinking we keep it, you know, 2D wall, 3D wall, 2D wall, 3D wall. But with the 3D walls, we alternate them. So there'd be one here, then there's nothing, then there's one on the left. Then there's one on the right, and then there's one on the left again. I think we're going to do it that way, just so that as you're walking, you've got to look one way or the other to see what's going on in these little sections. And what happens in these sections might be different depending on what you guys come up with in the comments and what people come up with in the live stream. The areas are basically going to look like this as a blank canvas. They're going to have walls, obviously, and a ceiling. But the bit that's on the floor, that is up to you guys. We could have a little mini oasis with like blue glass in one of them. We could have, you know, the cactus and palm trees in the other. And there's going to be a whole bunch of different little rooms. This is the only one that's going to have two. Maybe at the other end, if it works, we'll have the double thing as well. Just so it opens up before we get to the final portal. But yeah, overall, I'm very, very happy with how this is looking. So guys, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and roll our time lapse. Well, me and my little friend here decided to end that time lapse a little bit early. I was gonna go straight into here, and hopefully some more sort of action-packed time lapse content would have happened with the help from Ghasts, very, very likely. But yeah, I'm running out of blocks going so far, and you know, I need to actually have something to do in my live stream this evening. And I think that rather than doing all of that and then having to end the video with it like this, which would be very sad because this doesn't look great in the slightest. We're sort of just getting the basic shape in. You know, I thought we might as well like finish the detail in the video and then just continue said detail and everything down the end. So there is a little bit of detail already in the actual sort of a design here. One part of the detail though is adding a little bit more sort of contrast in the floor, being sandstone, which I think is going to look quite nice. We're going to add little bits just all the way around. We're going to add it sort of in this bit of the floor. We're going to add it sort of further down here. We're going to add it in all these little sections. And these sections especially, these ones here, these big sections. But it's down the middle of the actual what would I call this, the actual pathway, we actually want to bring in another block that isn't sandstone, and that will be, if I have it down here in my little storage area, just in here, gravel. Gravel is sort of what I have decided upon using. Now the reason for gravel, because it doesn't necessarily look that great, I guess. And the reason for using it is obviously in the design in the overworld over there that we're sort of heading towards. I have used gravel as sort of like a path in the overworld, so it just makes sense to bring that in, and it breaks up this section and this section with each other. I've got my little Ghast head right here. I'm going to use them in the design if I get any more, just because it's quite funny to sort of maybe have like a count as to how many Ghast heads I will get while I'm working on this project. So that guy is there in this design. I'm not quite sure what he stands for, but hey. I've also run low on the stone in the ceiling, but I'm sure somewhere on my island I've got loads and loads of stone. Anyway, now is the time to start work on these little sections here. So what I'm going to do is grab some blocks in the overworld through the portal that might work. I haven't really got any plans other than a palm tree and a cactus and things like that, but maybe I'll do a bit of research and we'll figure out if we can come up with anything cool to go in here. And we definitely need some sort of lighting because it's very, very dark and gloomy right now, except for right here, which looks cool, but we definitely need lighting now and again down this path. Well guys, I have found myself right at the end here, just doing a little bit of building. Sadly, this doesn't quite line up with Cleo's portal. It'd be amazing if it did, although this is even numbered and that is odd, so I guess it wouldn't 100%. But what I'm thinking is we could have, you know, the wall's going to be here, so they won't be able to see through here. But you could actually just have like a sneaky doorway into Cleo's area here, which could be kind of cool. And I'm not sure if she would mind too much if I just had like a little sneaky way in to her base. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. I'm not quite sure how we're going to make this like work 100%. I mean, I don't know if we should like, don't know, add like a little redstone door so that it's like not visible on her side but only visible on mine. I'm not really sure what the plan is just yet. But like say we have like the wall here like normal, but you're not going to be able to see this area. So I don't know if we could like fit in some sort of thing. I don't really know. It's very confusing. But I guess we could have just like a blank wall here. It doesn't have to be anything super exciting or like that looks good or anything. It would just be like a little area. We'd even have maybe a wall here as well, so that it doesn't like look different. I don't really know. I'm up for suggestions with this little thing. But yeah, even like a little way here. I do want to like keep this stone. I did lose one through the portal though, which is not helpful. I don't think I have any spare stone. I might have to head through to Cleo's real quick and grab that, because it'll be on the other end. But yeah, I definitely want it to not be visible on her side, but at the same time, it would be nice to... Oh, hello. That scared me. That growl came out of nowhere. But yeah, I do want to obviously be able to get to hers if I want to. Just because that's quite cool. So I might even leave it like this. Have a sign saying, like, dig these 4 blocks if you want to get to Cleo's portal or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided, but yeah. That doesn't look too bad, being right there. Kind of secretive as well. You won't be able to see that from here. Oh, and also that's why I did all of this, because I didn't want to, you know, it to look messy from the outside as well, because Cleo's going to be able to see my pathway from hers, because hers is made of glass and stuff. Hi, friend. Please don't block my sand. I need it. Thanks. Oh, did he vanish? No, that was just a weird visual glitch. Okay, then. Well, I got a little bit into it, guys, and we sort of have done pretty much everything, except for obviously that part of the thing. It was I sort of just done it all. I've sort of just done it all. I kept them more basic than I was going to. This one, in fact, doesn't have anything. Add a few leaves on this one then. Oh, you know what? That doesn't even look that bad. That's quite nice. This one needs something though. We got some cactus and some string. That'll always work. There you go. Lovely. Let's put one on that as well. That one's got a cactus in it. This one's got a palm tree in it. Let's have a palm tree and a cactus. Let's go all out on that one. One lonely little cactus on that one, and then there's another palm tree, and then I didn't actually do anything over here other than have some of this stuff. But yeah, I quite like it. I wanted to keep it simple. It's not that bad actually. You know what? I think there's enough detail on the floor to make it so that it doesn't, like, no one's gonna look at the walls and go, oh, false, you could have gone to more effort. Like, you know, I don't think that's like a big problem. I quite like it, and I like that we've sort of, you know, made them. Well, one, I like that we've made this tall enough so we can fly down it, because that's really the point of this tunnel. I want it to be a quick little flight travel. So it's just quite nice when you're flying. Actually, you know what? Let's try and fly all the way down. Now that I've got the detail in, I want to see what it looks like, okay? So we can go. You know, yeah, that's quite nice from here as well, actually. Right, okay, let's get in the air. Oh, that failed. No, that failed as well. Okay, I need a better run up for this, I think. Okay, there's some sort of issue on the server right now. I can't get in the air properly. Okay, last try. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, here we go. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, when you're flying all the way to the end like this, yeah, you know what? I like it. I think we've done it just good enough. That might be a problem. But other than that, other than me smashing my face on that, I think this is pretty good. I really like it. Guys, let me know what you think. We do need to figure out what's going on here, though. That is something that I haven't quite figured out yet. We should probably do something like that, I guess. Something like this. To sort of just finish it off and make it look a little less rough around the edges, because this whole thing in general does. Also stops Ghasts from, like, catching us through that gap there. There you go. I do need to replace some of the ice down there, because some of this got damaged and I swapped it over, which wasn't ideal. And yeah, I think what I'll do is this section here, I'll make all of these walls stone brick. And I think what I'll do is make a little bit of that way stone brick as well, just this little section here, just so that it doesn't look as, like, gross. It's just all netherrack all the way. So I think I'll do that just for the start of the NHO tunnel. The rest of it doesn't really matter. It's actually just the biggest tunnel ever in Minecraft. I think actually no, it isn't the longest tunnel, actually, saying that. On the server right now, because XB's, I believe, is the longest, and they're both probably the same sort of speed. Whoa, okay, I nearly fell down then. But yeah, I think we'll bring it to, like, here, in HO and Mesa. Yeah, we'll do it like this, and then we'll do it like this, and then we'll do it like this. We can make this work. This works. And then in this, like I said, in this little section here, we can do some sort of foresty thing. So I think I'll, like, chuck some grass down or something. I I don't know, we can get this looking quite smart as well before we end the episode. Oh my actual goodness. Oh my actual goodness. Do I have my hostile? I have my hostile mob sounds off. Holy mackerel, I couldn't see him. He shot me like 10 times. Oh man. He's over there. Pigman, watch out. Oh my goodness. He's in the games district thing. I keep forgetting to make that ghast proof. Look at him. Oh, is it? Can we get past him? No, you don't see us. Oh, you absolute bot. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, why? What? Oh, how am I meant to make that spawn proof? I can't, can I? Like, I legit can't. Maybe I need like a signpost saying watch out for ghasts, I guess? Right, well, I guess I've got one way and one way only to deal with this for now. And that is just block it up so he can't see me. There you go. I mean, as long as I stay this side of it, I think I'll be fine. Holy mackerel, though. I've been told about that so many times I should have remembered, but I don't remember. I think he's despawned. Well, okay, well, he did a lot of damage. I need even more glass to repair this now. Not glass, ice. I could have sworn it was coming from over there. So I freaked out. I jumped in there. Couldn't see him, and then I've looked down there and he's there instead. Oh man, not fun is all I'm gonna say. Also, I didn't actually have enough terracotta or like the right colors of terracotta for this. I wanted to make this like a mini mesa on one side and maybe a mini forest or whatever on the other side, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that quite as much as we were going to, or at least I wanted to. But you can sort of see where I'm going at, just like a mesa, both sides. I quite like it, I don't hate it. It's not the worst thing, it's not the best thing ever either, but hey, it'll work. Anyway, that, and I think I was going to go with red sand on the floor, but I don't have any red sand, so we're going to go with normal sand for now. Let's just sort of see how this works as like a colour scheme. It doesn't look the worst thing in the world, I don't think. I'm just trying to bring a little bit of the overworld into the nether. I think that's a theme that I use way too often, probably, actually, speaking about it. But I just like it. I just like bringing the overworld into the nether, I think. I think it's just something I'm drawn to when I'm creating ideas or thinking up ideas of what to do. We will need some lighting at somewhere, though, so let's maybe just chuck in the middle a light. There you go. Because you won't be able to see it when you like zoom in past. It won't really matter too much. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just temporarily build a bit of mesa on this side too, just for the sheer fact that otherwise ghasts are just going to spawn and like kill me again, which is not ideal. Yeah, and then we'll see how it looks. Right, I've run out of time on today's video, probably because I was too busy working on things I shouldn't be. Like this. It looks so bad, but I think I'll add a little bit of colour with some cactus and things like that, or maybe swap this for red sand. I don't know, it could be upgraded as I go. But anyway, this is not what we were working on today. What we were working on was this here. And I think we've done two very average builds today, but you know, it's better than nothing, right? Like, it's better than absolutely having no, like, just what it was before, which was just the one wide gap all the way to the Patron Monument. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Guys, leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys all in the next video where hopefully we're not working in the nether again. But who knows, man? I love working in the nether. It's so much fun. But anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.